everybody, welcome back to Vlogmas. It is Sunday, December 21st. Last night we did our bar crawl and my Fitbit, during the workday my Fitbit died. I knew it was low in the morning and I was like, when I get in I'll sit down and charge it, and then it was like crazy first half hour, so I didn't. And I forgot about it and it died. So it just dead for like 4 hours, and I got home and I charged it. So I was like, probably like 2,000 steps under where I normally am when I leave work. I was like, okay, that's okay. We're going for this downtown. I'm gonna walk. I missed it by 300 steps. I was so upset. So now here I am, trying to get my steps in, walking to the grocery store in the morning before work. Living the dream. You do.
Oh, that is.
So you custom had it made.
I wanted to put this puzzle together for weeks now.
You've had it.
I have not. So there's that.
All right, here we go. Competition here. What's yours?
Seriously.
Girls roll and boys roll. We gotta finish this. We did it! We did it! Yay!
Let me see.
Winners!
Cool.
Beautiful.
I know. Doesn't it like it echoes the lace? And I'm going, oh, that's going to make it more complicated. But on the other hand,
Yeah. No, that was fabulous.
And this belongs to you.
Aww. Oh my god, we should like put Mod Podge on it and post it on the wall.
Down in the basement.
Very nice. Tell us what the puzzle is.
The puzzle is Our Lady of Athabasca.
And where were you? You were in a glacier.
We were in
Wait.
Banff.
No, we were in Jasper. Jasper? Yeah.
It was ice fields.
Ice Fields.
It
Columbia
was
Ice Fields, that's right.
Yeah.
And there you are, posing in the tire of the ice climber, or whatever they called it. Forever immortalized now in our family Christmas puzzle. Hello everybody. I don't know why my face looks so red. Like, is it because of the cold? It is pretty cold. I am done with work until next week, and I wanted to go to Yankee Candle and see if they have any cute, nice Christmas scents. I'm gonna go do that, and I might stop at Barnes & Noble because I wanted to get this like planner I've been thinking about for the next year. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, let's go see what kind of Christmassy stuff they have. Never mind, they're closing very early now. They used to be open till 8 all the time. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday morning, December 23rd. I keep thinking it's Wednesday because I'm off today because we switched to Tuesday. So I will be working next Tuesday, which I'd normally be off, and I'm off this Tuesday. And I keep thinking it's the 22nd because I'm off tomorrow. And I usually, like the last 4 years I've been working Christmas Eve. I don't know, my brain is all discombobulated. Anyway, I'm here in Harmony. I just went for a massage. My massage therapist, Rain, is in Zelienople, which is up the road here. And I was like, I gotta get some breakfast and some coffee and just do my planner for the day. Just kind of get out all the things that I have on my schedule today. So I'm gonna try the Wonder Bar Cafe. It's supposed to be very good in here, Harmony. Harmony is cute AF. Okay, so my friends come up here on New Year's Eve and run this thing called the Harmony Sylvester race. And it's they celebrate the German New Year at 6 o'clock because I think it's midnight in Germany, and they've always asked me to go with them, but we always did first night, so I've never gone. But maybe if we're done with first night, maybe I will go sometime. It's a 5K, you know how I feel about 5Ks, but it would be fun. So anyway, so I'm gonna get some food and I'm gonna try to get some thoughts out about what I have to do. I have a lot to do today because I'm off today and I can finally catch up on being a person. But I went for a massage first, and that really helped me feel like a person because I was just I've been carrying so much stress and anxiety in my body. I'm used to it being in my brain, that I feel anxious and I have racing thoughts and I have trouble sleeping and all that, and that has been feeling better because I'm on medicine now, but I've been feeling it in my body so much. So Rain was like, we got this, we'll fix this. And so I do feel so much better. So the other exciting thing is that we talked about doing some energy work because I was telling them about the Integratron and the woo-woo experience there and everything. I was like, you've got to go if you're ever in Landers. And not that anybody's in Landers, California, but if you are, you got to go. And they were like, I do energy work. Do you want to do some energy work? So we're going to do half energy work and half massage next time. So I have an appointment in 2 weeks, my January appointment. So lots to look forward to. Maybe 2026 is going to be okay. I don't want to jinx it and say that, but I also, if I knew how to manifest it, I would try. It's 20 after 4. I want to say that I've had a super productive day and everything's been going great. Also update to last night. I did not get any candles because apparently Yankee Candle is closing early now. So they're closing the same time that we're closing at work. So I won't be able to do my little post-work Yankee Candle runs. So that sucks. But so I may or may not go back out. I just like to stock up when it's fall and winter scents because I like those, and they do those buy 3 candles get 3 free candles situations. So I didn't do that. But anyway, this morning I did go get breakfast. They had crepes and it was pretty good. I could have used a little bit of salt, but otherwise it was very good. Everybody there was very nice. The atmosphere was very cute. I liked that place a lot. Then I did stop at Home Goods because I wanted to get a blanket, a winter blanket. And then I ended up buying a bunch of other stuff I didn't need because it was Home Goods, and that's what happens. Then we had our Scroll and Scribe weekly co-working and coaching call, and that was really good. And then I always feel tired after those because I feel like I got so much out of it, and then I'm just and now I need to recharge. So I took a nap, and now I'm awake. And I'm starting my first day using the brick for my phone. So I'll explain more about that later. I'm gonna get a snack and try to get myself back on track. I have a video to edit. I have a lot of water to drink, and let's try to get at least the bedroom clean. We're trying to make a plan for the rest of the night, and both of us are I don't know, what do you want to do? So, all right, so I got the video edited. It is rendering right now. We're gonna go out for a walk because I have a ton of steps to get because apparently walking around Home Goods didn't give me any steps today. We're dealing with this. My house looks like a tornado just kind of touched down and then was it's too messy here for me, and then just left. So It's a lot. Take like 5 minutes right now. Try to clean it up a little bit. See if I can get a little better. All right, we can get this better, right? We can get this like 5 minutes, a little better. All right, like 5 minutes of progress. That's pretty good. Obviously, we're gonna sleep in the bed tonight and have to make the bed in the morning, but this is all stuff from Palm Springs. I like came back and I just didn't get everything done that day. And so it's still here, but look, it's a little bit better. Tomorrow morning, it's gonna be even better. We're gonna go out for a walk. Oh my God, I need 7,000 steps. We're gonna be out there all night. Here we go. Oh no, we're out on our walk and someone put Jerry in a cage. He's stuck on Christmas. He really is. They put him behind this cage. Poor buddy. All right, good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. It's Christmas Eve. Hi, Merry Christmas, everybody. Our family always celebrates Christmas Eve because we're Ukrainian, so that's our big celebration. So this is typically our day, but we did our Christmas Eve with the family on Sunday because my cousin is traveling today. And so tonight we're doing, we're gonna go to the Christmas lights and we're gonna go to dinner with the three of us and Danielle. So that's the plan until, okay, so it's 9 o'clock. I'm having a hard time getting focused. I don't know, I'm all over the place. I have a lot I wanna do today. 1 o'clock is private sprinters. Mel is still running private sprinters today. Right now, Kay is sprinting. That's the smooth jazz that you're hearing. I'm like, oh, this is really nice today. It's just like smooth jazz coffee shop. And then I'm just jamming and I'm not doing stuff. So I'm setting a timer for 15 minutes. I'm trying to clear space on my hard drive to make more room so I can have all my vlogs organized so that I can kind of make my plan for my HB90. So that's what we're gonna do here. So I'm gonna set a timer for 15 minutes and see how far I can get. So this is what we're working with. 53.1 gigabytes free on my C drive, 99.1 free on my D drive, which is like where all my media, my pictures, and my videos are. And we're gonna move them to this drive here, which is full-ish, but I'm trying to keep everything organized for right now, and then I might move. Okay, my camera, just speaking of cards being too full, my camera card was too full on my phone, so it stopped filming. So anyway, I did take 15 minutes, but I don't even remember where I told you that it ended, so I gotta figure that out. I don't think I got very much done. Layla was like being fussy and I had to go in the other room. Then I got a text message, and then my friend Danielle, not like Danielle local here, Aussie Danielle, who lives in Georgia, we're doing a girls trip next month. So she was like figuring out some details, like, cause she's gonna fly in. I'm gonna drive to Texas. She's flying in from Georgia, so we're trying to like coordinate like where I can pick her up and where I can drop her off, because like the place we're going is like 2 hours from San Antonio and 4 hours from Dallas. So we're like trying to configure it. But now I'm like, oh my goodness, I just want to plan this trip and not do my other things, but I have other things to do. So, okay, another 15 minutes. Let's do some more digital decluttering. Okay, so I don't even know how long I've been doing this. I've been so distracted this morning, but let's empty the recycle bin and see what happens. Empty the recycle bin. You want to delete these 9 items? Yes, I do. Oh, it's blue! We made it blue. My friends, we did it. It's blue. This one, not blue. This one blue, though. We'll take one drive in the blue. All right. I have been spending, Wednesdays are private sprinters. Come join Mel's Scroll and Scribe community if you aren't already a member. We're so fun, very tight-knit little community. We all watch out for each other. It's the best. So I have spent the last couple sprints, we're in the final sprint right now, setting up my HB90 time blocking. So if you are new to my channel and you haven't seen my time blocking before, so this is the HB90 program that Sarah Cannon does. I do this every quarter, and you start with, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna do a walkthrough of my whole setup for quarter one, because I'm trying to be a little bit more diligent. I'm trying to be diligent like I was when I first started doing HB90. I've been doing it now. This will be my 3rd year. So I do feel like there are quarters where I kind of like phone it in. Like quarter 4, 2025, I definitely did not do a thorough thing But that was because of our travel schedule and like things that I knew I had going on, and it just like made the most sense to use it as a planner and a tool, but not really do this kind of in-depth planning that I always do to start the year. And I try to do it every quarter if I can. It just, my fourth quarter of 2025 wasn't really conducive to this. So I have 2 very distinct work weeks. So one is my long work week where I do my weeks Monday through Sunday. So my long work week, I have Monday and Tuesday off, and then I work Wednesday through Sunday. My short work week, I work Monday and Tuesday, and then I have Wednesday through Sunday off, because we do 7 on, 7 off. So you can see, like, when they're next to each other like this, you can see how it goes. So I have very different, like, time allotments on work days versus off days. So what I do is I go through first, I have like different versions of this, which I will go more into the depth when I do the actual like HB90 planner, but just briefly to show you what I've been working on. I set up the skeleton of like my work shifts, because those are like non-negotiable. Those are every single week unless I have vacation or something. I try to set up the boundaries of where I will be sleeping. And so my planner goes from 5 a.m. until 11 p.m. Now, I'm trying to be in bed at 10:30, so that like that last half hour, these are all, oh, that's right, each block is half an hour. So these half hour is supposed to be like in bed, and these are like my like get up and try to become a person and, you know, splash water on your face and get your cup of coffee half hour. So my goal is to get like at least 6 hours of sleep a night, ideally 6.5. So happens, sometimes not. So first thing I do is I put in my work schedule. Then I put in like things that I do, like every other Thursday I walk dogs, so that goes in there. Every other week I get my lashes done, so that goes in there. And then I go to dance every Wednesday, so it's 2 classes on my off week, 1 class on my work week. So I put those like things that I already know and fill those in. This time I'm trying something new. So I set aside on Monday mornings 4 task blocks, which is 2 hours for planner setup. So that's going to include filming my plan with me, doing my weekly reflections for my HB90 and my Moxie Life planners, and setting up my planner for the week. I'm going to try with 2 hours, so 4 task blocks to start, but I didn't include that in my total. So like when you look at my task blocks for this day, this 16 does not include, and that's why I did it in a different color here. So we're going to see how this works. I'm going to try that. And then the thing that I know Mel is most proud of me for is that I put in self-care. So I didn't put in a ton. I didn't want to like feel guilty for not doing self-care, but I did put in the Tuesday night before I go back to work. I always like to take an Epsom salt. I have 2 kinds of Epsom salts. I have like my workout, like your muscles are sore, and then I have my like relaxation, like you're stressed and anxious. So I always try to do the Tuesday before I go back to work, do an Epsom salt soak, and then I read. And so that's like nice. That's like quiet time. So I put that aside for time here. And then I put that on Sundays as well, because I like to do it Sundays. If I do a long run on the weekend, I'll do it sometimes after the long run, but I put it aside for like every Sunday. I get to take an Epsom salt soak and read, and listen to my Ibiza club music. It's like I'm on my little vacation in the hot springs, you know? I don't know if they have hot springs in Ibiza, but whatever. That's the music that I like to listen to while I'm relaxing in the tub. And so I put those in as dedicated time. So I will make time for that as dedicated time that I'm going to be able to just relax, read a book, just calm down. That is in their dedicated time. So should it be more? Maybe. I'm not going to should on myself. I'm going to just go with the flow and try this. Okay. I also try to be very diligent and realistic about like buffer time in the evening. So the blue is all buffer time. So there's nothing planned in there. Now what can happen is like, say on a Saturday, you know, maybe I have this time, I have like 4 task blocks here, but then I like get into a groove and I want to keep writing later, then I can use some of this buffer time. This buffer time is not allotted for anything specific. So I tried to be like very realistic with the buffer time and put, you know, like for example, when we have our private sprinters, I don't usually need a break after, but when it comes to like our coaching and co-working, sometimes that's like, wow, I really like learn a lot from that. And so then it comes to like, I need to take like a little break after that. So I put, you know, I dedicated time. I feel like I would previously think like, oh my God, I'm gonna be so motivated, I'm gonna work on my writing more. But in actuality, it's like, whoa, I need like a minute to like decompress and like process all of that. So I like put my buffer time in there. So I'm trying to be diligent. I gave myself, since I'm not training, I made the decision I'm not training for any marathons that would start the training cycle in the first quarter. I'm hoping to like get back into like running and building a base and those kinds of things, but I'm not going to be doing any runs longer than 10 miles. So that gave me some more time back on like my Saturdays and Sundays, because I'm going to just try to be, I allotted like at least 90 minutes for fitness every day, which is including like stretching after, taking a shower if I need to, like, you know, whatever I have to do, getting ready, like changing into workout clothes or whatever. So I try to allot for at least that amount. And this can change. You know, the nice thing about HB90 is that like you do this big goal setting sheet here, but then you every single week go back to it and you go, okay, well this week I actually, this is hard week to do. So we'll say this week. Okay, so this week it's like, oh, well, actually we don't have dance this week because somebody's out of town and they're not teaching dance this week. So then I'm like, okay, what can I do with this time? Or like I said, I could be like, I have this time set aside, but I was really in a good groove. I'm going to go and work on it more. So I love getting this set up. I don't know why this feels like very important to me every year, every quarter when I do this. So I got this set up and now I'm going to see, so in my long work weeks, I'm looking at 64 task blocks to use for writing. And actually, that's not including, I didn't include coaching and co-working with Scroll and Scribe because sometimes we're chatting and not like actually writing during that time. Whereas the private sprinters is more like dedicated time that I can be writing. So I counted task blocks there. I did not count task blocks here. So I have 64 task blocks per week in my long work week, which is, you know, I work 5 days. And then I have 84 task blocks in my short work week, which is when I only work the 2 days and I have 5 days off. So it's technically the way my schedule is like, see, 7 on, 7 off. But the way it splits up is 5 and 2, 5 and 2. So I have this part done. Now I'm going to go through the weeks, and I have the weeks set up with our travel that we know about in here and other events. Like we have we're hosting a wine night on the 7th here. So I know we're not going to do anything that day. Like I'm going to go through this and I'm going to see what my total task blocks for the quarter will be. And this is just an estimate. Like I said, every week you can make every day you can make adjustments, but every week you can look at it and be like, you know what, I didn't realize. I might look at this and be like, oh, well, this week I have to go for my eye doctor appointment and they're going to dilate my eyes this year. So like it's an hour for the appointment, but then I know I'm going to have to just lie down because I'm going to get a headache for like 3 hours after or something like that, you know? So you can make that adjustment on the fly and then you just have to like math it out. Like, okay, well, these 3 hours that I thought I was going to be writing, I'm going to be just like closing my eyes and taking eye drops. So, you know, then what am I going to cut out or move around, you know? So let's start this page and we're getting ready to start laundry and we're going to try to get the laundry done before we go to pick up my mom and drop the dogs off and then go pick up Danielle. So I'm making good progress today. I'm really proud of what I've been working on today. All right, now the moment of truth, the most difficult part. Hold on, let me turn off my music so I don't get demonetized. So I've gone through here and I've accounted for where I think I will have less time. It's usually less time every so often. Like we are open reduced hours on the 1st, so I will have some extra hours that day and I'm always motivated because it's the 1st. So I added extra hours there, but I think that's really, I knew I have lash appointments that are swap days here. So I swapped those. But most of it is like taking off time. So we have our Vegas trip. The Texas trip is going to take off the most time. Like those two, that week, the Vegas trip and that, I'm only going to have 32 hours and 34 hours. Task blocks, 32 task blocks and 34 task blocks. But that's okay because what I'm doing in this Texas trip is like partially YouTube content, which is part of my goals. So like, that's okay. And it's going to be fun. We're going to have a blast. So like, it's going to be fun stuff, but you look at it and you're like, oh God, I have so many less hours that week, but that's okay. And then Palm Springs is always interesting because I do a lot of creative work out there. So we are going for Modernism Week. How many times did I say? It's like I jinxed myself, but so I took some time off, but as you can see, I didn't take as much off for this as I did when we're going to be driving a lot all day during going to Texas. And now I'm going to take a little bit off because like husband has to work Thursday and Friday from the hotel. So you know what? That means I'm going to go either use Resort Pass and go right at random pools if it's warm enough, or I can go to the many, many delicious coffee shops or cocktail bars to write and edit during those hours. So I didn't like take off, I took off like 4 task blocks each day because I know like he's going to be working you know, East Coast hours, and I can be working those hours too. And sometimes we will just like go out to a coffee shop or a bar or something to write. So now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's add these numbers. All right, here we go. $756. I have 756 task blocks to use for my writing and author career and whatever projects I assign to my Q1 of HB90. That's not bad. I've had better, but I have had worse, so we'll take 756. Christmas Eve. Cheers. Oh my God, Mom, look at you double fisting. Cheers. Merry Christmas.